Yo, I don't know what happened, but I'm in an undisclosed location, of course, and I'm off right now. But of course, as soon as I get off, there's something that breaks. Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rawlings clash on $1 million worth of game podcast. Now, it was virtual. This is the first time I've ever seen a roast battle done over FaceTime, but Wallow had the bright idea to be peacemaker, I guess not knowing the whole situation with Corey and Donnell Rawlings and how heated it got. But man, it was heated.
I ain't embarrassed about nothing
You
I
from
ever
Chicago?
did.
You ever been to Arkansas?
What stopped you from going to that party? Keep it real.
Yeah.
No, let me ask you a question. Listen.
Slap him on the ass out.
Let me ask you back in the day.
Donnell Rawlings wasn't there.
Oh, actually, he always on.
Ashy Larry.
Ashy Larry with everything. He's listen.
What you mean?
Somebody said they saw him leaving the party like that don't hurt no more.
Go ahead, my bad.
Wait, what?
No, Donnell. No, that's how he. Listen, Donnell. Listen.
Stop that.
Ashy Larry, man.
Bring it.
Ashy Larry ain't got.
You got an issue with Donnell Rawlings too.
No, you don't.
Not really, man. Look,
So Donnell will roast him too. Donnell crazy.
He gonna run out of.
No, Donnell went on the Brothers Club and killed him.
He did a little bit, but that's what you want to
I
say.
forgot.
Donnell.
I forgot.
See what that nigga number.
I love Charlamagne, but he enabled people to talk about me.
No, you don't.
He enabled people to talk about me, man. I ain't been on the Breakfast Club in a while, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, let them do what they do. I got a vehicle too. It's called a 5150 show, so I get to talk back.
Nigga, you put me on voice.
Who was that?
Donnell, look at this.
Man, he got a minute playing, dog. That fuck ain't for that phone. He ain't gonna answer, dog.
Come on, man. You always try to be peacemaker, man. Stop that. Man.
Ashy Larry, man.
This is gonna be so funny if he answer the phone, dog. It's too early LA time. He might be in LA, dog. He off that.
He gonna think this was a setup, man.
See, this is the house. When he get big, he don't want to answer his phone no more.
I know somebody who can get in touch.
How you know him? You was locked up all them years, man.
Ashy, my man.
He was sitting between old
Yo,
boy
listen.
Who is that? That dude, he finally answered?
It's me and Gil here. What you mean bring the aggression down? Don't talk. Look who right here.
Bring the aggression down, son.
You peanut head.
Oh, nah, hang the phone up. Tell them the motherfucking truth. Y'all ain't gonna get no peace treaty on this shit. It's too far gone.
No, y'all got to get pieced it up, man.
He don't want that, son.
What you mean I don't want that? I saw you walk. Hey, hold on. I saw you walk in the mall and you had your son with you, and I said hello.
I think I said hello, but I wasn't gonna take a chance. Your bitch hit me on that in front of my son, so
But I ain't never that type of dude. I ain't that type of dude.
I know physical is physical. You got physical trauma, mental trauma, and mental abuse, son. And you're very abusive, son. And you're abusive to the ones that love you. And I had a conversation with you that day when we was at the Improv, when you said you think I'm jealous of you. I didn't understand where that came from. But I said our personalities are similar where we don't fuck with each other. And I did apologize for yelling out. I did that. I said that. I did all the efforts. And we also had discussed the possibility of me coming on your podcast. And then it wouldn't stop. I did Ryan Cameron's show, and he had asked me about it. You came in behind me.
Too much.
Nothing bad to say or whatever. And then on that one, I wasn't thinking no violence. You said I'll kick his and all that time. And it wasn't never none of that.
I would, but I'm saying like I ain't that type of guy.
And I would fight back. But I don't understand what was the place when I was respectful to the situation. I told Ryan Cam, and he even played the video of me being neutral about it and explaining what my part of it was, and you still went in with that.
Hey man, you can't be respectful when you want to be respectful and then be this who talking crazy to me while I'm on stage. Come on, man.
I understand that part. But you know, that's an unwritten comedy. It's an unwritten rule that you don't yell out at the comedians.
No. How about this? When men disrespect each other, they fight or kill each other. That's why we don't disrespect each other, especially like that.
But I don't get grimy though, Corey.
But no, you can't disrespect people. And then you was lying. You was lying about shit too, dog.
Explain. It's a good time to talk about it. Explain what I lied about. And now, if you think it's fair to bring my family with this and be critical, this is my problem. I don't give a. We could beef. We could not with each other, but to bring my family into it, like that's the grimy part.
Hey, when it get grimy, it get grimy. When it get grimy, it get grimy. That's why I don't really like disrespecting people, because everything go when it go there. Everything go.
Well, if your character is people have relationship. If your character is kids are not off limit, then you got bigger problems than me talking about this right now.
Ain't nothing off limit when you talking crazy to me, and you know we don't play like that. Ain't nothing off limit.
Okay, let me explain this. The crazy part, and this is my issue. And this is my issue with the whole thing about the whole thing. Everybody like, oh, D, oh, he hold his man down and everything. And I say this on every platform. The mother D-Ray Monday night, it ain't to blow up. It's for to work out. It's a room of 150 people. And you got Dave Chappelle and y'all be like, oh, he on his, and he did all this for his career. You got a that can, and I was like, I said on platforms, if you want to be critical of him, you're gonna be
loud.
critical of him in the room. The phones ain't
This nigga took over the interview.
The phones ain't locked up. Up here just talk like people know. If you want to judge it like that, then go to arena. Go to an arena and judge it when I'm doing 25,000 people and everybody going crazy.
Okay, so look, let me ask you a question. Why you think Dave Chappelle ain't never said nothing about me, Slick, after I said he don't be ripping the mic?
The reason why, because you want the honest truth? You want the for real honest truth?
Why you asking me questions?
You not on this. What is Jay-Z saying?
So let's keep it there. Let's right. Why you said something though?
What he say? If I shoot you, I'm famous. Gilly, you a rapper. Picture that.
He's not no rapper. He ain't make it.
All right.
Right.
But the thing
Don't
is,
say all right, man.
I'm just saying.
who does that? Him, Dave coming back. Who does that benefit? It doesn't benefit him. Me.
Right, so why you say something?
What'd you say?
Let me say it slow. Why did you say something?
Because me and Dave don't got the same moral compass. I'm grimier than him. Dave is not grimy. Dave is looking at it like this. Why they need to entertain the coin is done when I make $2 million in the arena? Donnell, he ain't even suggested to me, but I take offense to it. I don't know what you know. I don't know if you understand what having a real friend is, Corey. I don't know if you understand what.
Have you realized you're just talking about people the whole time you on the thing? It's like, it's almost like a brawl. You. I'm talking to you. Look, let me tell you something, man. You don't have the courage to be honest with me right now. Is it dope in your system right now?
Listen, I have the courage to answer, and I have the courage to answer everything honestly and to 100% of my knowledge. And why don't I have the courage?
Is it dope in your system right now?
No, it's not no dope in my system.
Oh man!
And you know what? And that's a nice way to divert and like do try to flip the script. What question did you have? You asked me that I haven't answered honestly.
You just said it ain't no dope in your system. So what could I say? I ain't with you. Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man?
Whoa.
You know what?
I'm asking you.
What you? You know what? The thing is, Corey,
brother.
you're doing great for yourself.
You can't dodge this question because y'all guys don't never answer this question.
What question?
Okay, I'll say it again. Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man in any way?
Whoa, Corey.
You know what? That's a question that only your fan base will be entertained.
Trying to dodge. What the? See, you ain't ready to talk to me for real. I know your problems.
No.
He said enough. Have you? He asked you the question.
No, sir. Not at all. No, sir. You saw how I answered it right away? You had to build up the courage to lie.
No, I didn't. No, I had to hear what the fuck you said, and that's
Get the fuck. You heard all the other I said.
Fellas,
Hey, dude, but look.
Why don't we blow ass up
Look,
in jail?
I ain't mad at you, man, but I'm telling you, it's dangerous when you see people, if you start disrespecting them, man. I'm a comedian. I ain't no gangster, but I'm saying, like, in life, if you disrespect men, it can go real bad real fast. Because everybody stop.
Corey? And guess what, Corey? You ain't the only person with that logic. And guess who else get it? You said the right word. You're not talking to no son. You act like you talking to a that ain't been through, that don't got relationships. I don't know what this notion of you talking this, and you said something he wouldn't have been able to.
But you already lied to me. Do you know who I know in New York who hang with you? I know how you move. And you lied and say you don't move like that. You probably dope sick right now. I ain't mad at you for that, but I'm saying if you ain't got the courage to say who you are, you probably not gonna get along with me.
You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna let you tell me who I am. If you listen, you have your audience and they love that you talk about. And it don't matter what you say. You're in a controlled environment. You do the podcast. They're going to say whatever. You're in an environment with those people. Everybody don't think like you. You got your percentage of people that think like you, that rival all that. But I'm not the only person that don't think half the that you say is shit. And when I said on it, yeah, you are a provocateur. You are.
That's your word. That's probably the biggest word you know. Because you say it too much. You said that about a lot of people.
I said when it applies.
That's your big word, G.
And what you do, and you know how to stand it, you know how to move the needle. You know what you say is what I'm going to do. Half this shit, I'm not here that you say, I'm like, for what?
I'm going to start spending money on followers like you. And we're going to find out. All this stuff I asked you, remember you said you don't do it. Remember you said you don't do it. I'm going to hire somebody to follow you. I off money on stupid.
Oh, crazy. Y'all crazy.
Man, we try to put an emphasis.
No, this ain't the Breakfast Club where him and Les sitting there talking without me being there. It's me here, and I'm not being aggressive. I'm just asking you questions. I ain't mad at you.
But why you asking me if he gave some stuff or if he got some?
They had nothing to do with nothing.
Hey man, it was a picture of him sitting between the nigga legs and pool.
That's a good joke.
It's a joke?
We already talked about
Am I lying on you?
What? I already explained. Listen, man.
I explained. Stop it, dog.
I explained that situation. I explained that trip and everything. But, if that's the narrative you want to do, I don't give a fuck. And I didn't even care about talking to you now. It don't, like you said, it don't mean nothing to you. It's a lot of things I want to react to. I don't do it. I say, I let that nigga do his thing, do his thing, I do my thing. That's it. And like you say, nothing is off limits. I do consider certain things off limits. And if you want to sit up here and tell everybody, but you don't care about what nobody think about you, that's where your honesty comes from. But if you...
Well, I didn't say... Did I say I don't care what nobody think about me? I don't know. It matters, but I'm saying, like, with you, it's always been envy, because I'm the guy... I ain't with Dave Chappelle traveling, nor would you with Dave Chappelle because you great to open. You an opener. You don't close out tours and stuff like that. They be like, yeah, put him on. Let him go up there and say something in the beginning.
All right, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm not gonna yell.
Yeah, okay. You like the little preacher that just started out. They let him go up there and say something for the main preacher going up there who going home with the money.
I'm just smart to raise my hand. Guess what? I don't open for anybody.
What?
You ever see me? Listen to what I'm saying.
Did you just say you don't open for anybody?
Do you want to listen to what I'm saying? I said I don't open for anybody. I ain't going to open for you. I ain't going to open for nobody on that. Do I open for Dave Chappelle? Yes.
You just said you don't open for nobody. What's wrong with you?
Man, you listen. You know what? You're not listening to what I said.
I just heard him say it. Anyway, I ain't mad at you, dude.
Question. I don't open for just anybody. I missed the word.
Oh, okay. You fixed it. I'll give you that.
I missed the word. And I headline. I do my own thing. I don't do these. I ain't doing all these packages, shows. I don't do them. I do them sometimes, but I do nice for myself. I do my and my for everybody. But I'm saying.
You say, yo, what is for everybody?
My comedy and my show.
Ain't none of us for everybody. I done had nights where I piss off people, but I could stand on it because it worked for me. You can't say you for everybody. What happened at the Comedy Store?
What'd you say?
Yeah, at the Comedy Store. It was all over the internet. It was a bad night, right?
Guess what? The Comedy Store, I embodied your personality.
It's my crazy. Why don't y'all just have a battle? Why don't y'all just have a battle, man? A standoff, a slam battle. Did they do that?
suggested that.
Oh, you called him out? She was bitching. You was bitching, Corey. He called you out, man.
If I thought he was a strong comic, I would go for it. But right now,
it's the game. Comedy wars. Let's go.
For some reason,
We got the money.
for some reason, Mr. Holcomb don't understand, it don't even matter what I do on stage. You can put the narrative out there, me and everything. Not one author that has ever come to my show call it that. So if it's a battle, if it's a
What did he
whatever
say?
it is,
No.
I ain't scared of that.
So let me ask you a question.
I know you
So let
ain't
me ask
scared
you a
of shit. You sit
If I
between
put
the
you on
niggas' legs
stage,
at a swimming pool.
Yo, come on, man.
This is what they did.
yo, come on, man, with that.
Come on with that.
Sit between the niggas' legs at the pool.
Come on, man. You talk about the battle, man.
You on
We talk about the battle.
We open for you.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, this bitch. This is,
I'm still keeping it joke.
no, but listen.
He over there stressing out.
When y'all gonna have a battle,
You
man?
have a heart attack, man. You got that dope in your system.
Hey, Don. You gotta have a battle with this boy.
He can't battle me, man. It's like, I ain't saying this to be disrespectful. He's not that strong a comic. If he was, I'd be like, oh, that might be something.
First of all, you ain't even gonna say Dave got the opening up. He ain't that strong a comic.
You tripping.
That's why Dave is not going to have no monsters open up for him.
You tripping. He's a monster. He's a monster.
You say Donnell a monster?
Yeah, he's a monster.
His comedy is an opinion, though. I get it. Yeah. So I ain't arguing that, but not to my crowd.
If they closed abortion clinics down, if this got this stuff to come has some morals and some respect to themselves, you wouldn't have a show.
Yep.
Hey, but that's a big if.
You are funny off the misery and the trauma of nobody wants to hear that you talking about.
I agree 100%.
If it wasn't for daddy issues, you wouldn't have a show.
I agree. And if it weren't for them uppers you had to take to be up, before he answered the phone, you
Y'all think it's crazy.
go fast off.
Crazy. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all need to really get together, man, and do something, man, together.
He'll get disrespectful, man. I know how he get, man.
I think we can work together.
I'll say this. You know, this is, and you, like your character, you said it. Even bars to gangsters, no women and children. I ain't gonna go with this. When you say nothing is off limit, and you say a motherfucker, the person that he had a kid with, and even that kid, if that's not off limits to you, nigga,
What did I say about your kid? I ain't that type of nigga now.
First, you put some. It don't even matter. I ain't going for that.
Right, you ran out of shit again. You don't know what you do. You remind me of a brawl. You just say something, and then when somebody says, "What did he say?" You be like, "I don't know. He said something though."
Yo,
You know what you remind me of? You remind me of a bitch.
BB. He remind you of a BB.
A triple B, a big bitter.
A big bit of
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all got to stop this.
Popping in the club. You like an old strip. You was
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And every once in a while, a motherfucker throw you something. But your game
Yo.
and what you keep doing is reliving your past. When are you gonna be somebody
I'm gonna let him get it out. All right, man. So next time you see Dave, man, tell him I ain't mean no harm. I just was saying what I saw.
Guess what?
And then you go on stage before the real people do.
I would not even give you the pleasure of mentioning your name to him, son. For what?
Well, he mentioned my name. He said I was one of the top comics in the game. We got it on video where him and Chris Rock was at the homie show. So my name get mentioned anyway. Your name get mentioned when it's talking about opening
I do believe that.
at pools and on stage.
Corey, guess what?
You a swimming pool opener, dog.
Let me say.
And you didn't even make it after that. You still out here scraping.
A lot of your peers.
Hey, man, if I went to the pool party, I'd be rich, dog. That's all I'm saying, man. You got to get some paper for that, man. Your was out there, dog.
Hold on, man.
Yo, hold up, man.
Hold on, man.
You'll never
Listen,
Sometimes people just let you open.
Y'all crazy.
Guess who
You're crazy, man. You're
What
crazy.
is this real shit? I'm talking about facts. You talking hypothetically.
Y'all just need to do a battle,
Come
man.
on, man. Don't be putting out there, man.
No, I ain't gonna co-sign that. Listen,
You gotta get his name.
listen. Y'all need to do a battle. Y'all just need to battle it out and let the fans.
Can we pay for this?
Say this. You said this, Corey. You said this. You said Dave Chappelle said you was one of the top 5. The interesting thing about that, a lot of your peers feel the same way about you. I've said on platforms, your style, how you do it, how you can have people on the edge and you bring them back. I said that. And a lot of peers respect you on that. But the loss of respect is the dumb shit you say to instigate that don't nobody give a other than you bring it up.
I wouldn't have never spoke to you if you wouldn't have yelled out. So I used to speak to you just out of respect. But then after you did that thing at the comedy, the Laugh Factory, that's when I was like, oh, that jealousy came out. But it happens to me a lot, so I ain't mad at you. It ain't nothing.
So hold on, wait.
No way.
Wait. Hold on, fellas.
Let me say this, Corey, let me say this, please.
Go ahead.
The funny thing about you saying the jealousy, when I look, and I heard you say it before, I look at my IBM, I want you to
He look at what?
explain.
The
Please
IB what?
tell me please tell me what does Donnell Rawlings have to be jealous of Corey Holcomb for? I'm just trying to say that.
I got hair.
No. You got what?
I got hair. I'm just saying stupid now because I ain't mad at you, dude. It seems like it's getting too intense with you. The white on the side of your mouth now and shit.
Ha. You know what?
You and Les should have a battle. That's more of an even battle. If y'all went on stage, you might beat her, but not by that much.
Stop calling her Les on this show. Her name's Jess.
I'll be so glad when people say Les like me.
It's Jess. No,
It's
Jess.
Les.
No, it's Jess.
It's
Stop
Les.
it, man.
That's it.
Man,
Y'all gonna have a battle, man. Stop it.
We
Good luck to you, brother.
Thank you, man. Tell that brother you love him, man.
I'll be lying if I said that. I wish him well in life.
There you go.
I really do. I don't have no hate for him.
Thank you, man.
Good luck, dog.
We're gonna get a stripper pole for you, Corey, and just relive your past.
You was running around. You was a Chippendale, huh?
Mm-hmm. Whatever.
He was a Chippendale.
I just
Crazy.
realized.
We was strippers back.
I just realized they're ganging up on me. Ain't none of these got no hair. I got 3 bucks.
Yeah, I do hate. I don't like people with hair. I be jealous of it. You wear do-rag and I can't. I don't like that hair.
I take friends and family over here any day. You can take all it.
Yeah, okay, man. Y'all know nothing about my life, dude. I know about your life. I see you walking out there with your little boy you had with the other breed. Yeah, that hurt, didn't it? You don't like yourself, dog. You ugly.
I got. Guess what?
You ugly.
Ask you this question.
You're an ugly boy. If you had on a tuxedo, you would look better in a jogging suit. It looked like you supposed to have on the jogging suit. If you had on a tuxedo, the police would be like, "The f is you up to?"
Y'all should have a roast off right now. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I ain't mad at him.
Go ahead, let him say this.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Since you
Roasting.
you judge me on my physical appearance, so you judge the man.
So you agree with me? That's all I wanted. Now I won.
Nigga, I ain't never would say I was pretty. What I'm saying is, who you think is fine and who can get it from you, Corey? Since I'm ugly, who the fine you know? Tell me who fine.
I don't know fine. It's like you. You sit at the pool between their legs.
But you know ugly, but you don't know fine.
I do know some other.
No, what about the fine ones? Then you got to compare it to something. Who pretty to you?
I have never called a man fine.
Damn,
I don't know what you talking
But you
about.
call ugly. Or who handsome? Who's good looking?
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, who's
You ready to say something?
I know some handsome gentlemen.
What's going on? Who is it? He trying to find who he is.
But you said, do you know it's fine? I'm like, nigga, what the f is you talking about? I don't know a fine. You know fine.
Just when you have an honest conversation.
Hey, boy, I'm about to send you some swimming trunks to try to get to the end of this, dog.
Yo,
That was a bad.
I'm sending you pool wear from now on.
this nigga's crazy.
And I'm sending them.
I'm sending you one of them ducks they be sitting on in the pool.
I'm sending money back to them last 3 shows and people walked out and left your show.
What? They walked out of the show.
Hey man, look, I whatever you say, I'm trash. I'm trash.
California.
I'll be in New York on the 14th of May. Come to the show and open up.
California. How was California?
I always rip. Even the show you talk about, I rip. I'm Superman. I say that, but run with it. You and the guys, I know you backdooria, boy. Remember I told you, I know. You just don't want to admit it.
You got your audience trained.
You say you ain't never been with a man before?
That's an ignorant question. I'm not even entertaining.
I'm trying to give you a chance to just say it. So before these receipts come out.
When you
Y'all crazy.
I'm giving you a chance.
Y'all crazy.
keep manipulating.
All right.
Thank y'all for the peace.
Thank you,
Peace,
brother.
man. Y'all can do it.
Y'all, man.
Y'all, it's crazy, man.
Man.
Y'all, it's crazy.
I ain't never said nothing out of pocket to that until he said something to me. Shit.
I'm trying to figure out what he said.
I'm on stage. He yelling out while I'm on stage. That ain't how you do that.
And what he said?
He got up out of there quick, too. He got up out of there quick. Not like I be on that, but I'm just saying.
What you mean? You can't say nothing to somebody on stage. I don't know how to go. What's the etiquette?
I'm saying, like, you know, he just started yelling out while I was on stage. Like, what the fuck is that? He supposed to be a comedian.
The thing about it is, like, I kind of like to see this. I kind of like to see them having a conversation rather than consistently beefing without speaking to each other. But, you know, as soon as Corey's in the area, of course, you know, people are going to try to be mediator and peacemaker. But Corey's a monster, man. Corey's going to say and do what he wants to say. And he really raked Donnell over the coals a couple times real bad, you know. Like, but Donnell was you know, turned up, obviously, because he felt like he was somewhat ambushed. But at the same time, like, it's his man Wallow calling, so he kind of got some respect for Wallow, so he's going to have the conversation. So, of course, you know, he was saying a bunch of words, and Corey had him dead to rights on some things. But other things, it was like, I think they're really going to have a roast battle, man. Like, I don't know if Corey would agree to it. Obviously, he said that Jess Hilarious would be a better opponent for Donnell Rawlings. But they had me laughing, man. This thing was crazy. I was like, what is going on right now? I think what it is, I think what they really came to and what the ultimate takeaway from this is that they really don't have an issue. It is a miscommunication. I don't know why Donnell, I mean, obviously Corey said some things about Donnell's man, Dave Chappelle, but I do think Donnell had overstepped his bounds. I said this in previous videos. I think Donnell overstepped his bounds when he was snapping on Corey from the audience while Corey's on stage. Like, that is a real comedian's rule. Like, you're not supposed to heckle nobody from stage. And if you do, then, you know, all bets are off. So I feel Corey on that. And Corey was just kind of responding in kind. And, you know, it continued on over to the 5150 show. Now, the whole interview wasn't supposed to be this roast battle, but it did take up a lot of the time. And, of course, I had to be out of pocket and out of recording studio when it happened. But, man, it was worth it. This thing was crazy. They don't hold back when they go at it, you know. So it's a clash of the titans in some ways. But they both had jokes for each other. You know, Corey talked about Donnell possibly being compromised by the industry. And Donnell got on Corey for being, you know, a stripper that was past their prime, for lack of a better term. But yeah, man, they both had some zingers in there. Of course, Gilly and Wallow, that's actually the perfect. Now that I think about it, that's the perfect venue for this type of entertainment. And they said they wanted to host it. So if Gilly and Wallow are down to host a battle, I would love to see it, man. I know Corey's going to show up and really show out. But I think it was because Corey was out of town doing press. He's in Philly. He's about to do a show in Atlantic City, I think. Go check him out, too. Still on the We Them Ones tour. I think they crossing that area. He might do that show in New York too that he was talking about. But man, this thing was funny. Like, the funniest things about Donnell is when Donnell is frustrated, and the fact of the matter that Corey had him on his heels the whole time. Corey had him on his heels the whole time, so he was ultimately frustrated. Those are the episodes of the Breakfast Club I love the most with Donnell, is when he comes on there and he just, like, is frustrated with them. So, and actually Donnell mentions as much. He's like, yeah, you know, you like to be a provocateur. You like to be, you like to get people where they are frustrated and where they can't do anything, and then you bring them back. That is a skill, man. That's some master work. But yeah, man, Corey was definitely in rare form. Gilly and Wallow were rolling. They were all over the place, man. Oh man. But like I said, I don't think they really have an issue. Like when it comes down to it, some things were said. If they can get past that, you know, it is what it is. They can go into their respective corners and, you know, have careers without each other, you know. But it's like every 10 years or so, one of these roast battles starts up. You know, the famous one was Steve Harvey versus Cat Williams, if you remember that one. Like that was a clash of the Titans, and Cat really did come out of it victorious because I don't think Steve really took it seriously, but it did solidify Cat in a way. That's when Cat really started taking off. But yeah, it's it's classic material, man. Corey had some things to say about Dave Chappelle in the past, and obviously Donnell was sticking up for him. But if they could really come to terms with this, and Dave Chappelle still has those connections at Netflix that got Donnell his special, I would like to see Dave Chappelle pull those strings to get Corey Holcomb a special on Netflix. That would be crazy. That would be kind of a perfect resolution to this. You know, you got Dave's man on the phone. You know, if y'all can piece it up, be like, it's cool. You've already been respectful of Corey. Corey brings that up in the interview that Dave has said glowing things about him. So I would like to see that happen as well. But anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. I'm chilling, relaxing for the moment, and I feel like I'm on tour too, but make sure you sign up for Faucette Media Direct, faucettemedia.com. That's my streaming service. The link is in the description. Go ahead, sign up for that. This is Faucette Media.